Hey, how are you? I want to continue this dental discussion. I'm here at work and I had a few minutes, so I thought I would come and share. I'm in my car. I thought I would share with you some more things about toothpaste and some mouth rinses regarding our oral health. So, in my last video, we talked about how toothpaste was not detergent for your teeth. And we also talked about how we do not want something like chlorides. Sodium chloride is a very common ingredient within a toothpaste, and it gives you antibacterial properties. But the problem is that it kills our good bacteria as well as the bad bacteria. Did you know you had good bacteria in your teeth? You do. So what I want to talk about is to make sure that when you're shopping your toothpaste brands that you in fact don't have that. So when you're looking at your toothpaste and you've gone to the grocery store, good luck first of all, but you've gone to the grocery store and you're looking at the oral care aisle, in general, a huge number of problems exist within products because we become chemotherapeutic and those chemicals are usually toxic, okay? So when we're talking about toothpaste, making sure you don't have sodium chloride or sodium chlorite. I have seen that. Why? Because chlorine does what? It kills bacteria in your pool, right? In your drinking water, if you're drinking tap water, it does that. So I don't want that in there, personally. I am not a proponent of fluoride. I believe that fluoride is a neurotoxin and it also causes bone fracturing and things like that. If you don't believe me, just Google fluoride, and there are tons and tons of studies regarding that. The dental world tends to focus on the mineralization of the tooth. However, when we're in the non-dental world, fluoride is nothing good. That's the reason why you have to have only so much, because if you have too much, then it literally is a toxin. And in other words, it reaches toxic levels, okay? So look at your toothpaste ingredients. Another thing that you want to be careful of within toothpaste ingredients is our phosphates. Phosphates create foaming. We don't have to have foaming. Toothpaste is not detergent for your teeth, right? So we don't need foaming. And then, so you also want to be careful of SLS or SLES. That is sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium lauryl ester sulfate. It is, again, a sulfate, just like a phosphate, that's going to create foam. You don't need it. That is a known carcinogen. So we do not even, and it messes with your endocrine system. So we don't want to touch that at all. The other thing I want to tell you about, though, is with your mouth rinses. I would go with a non-alcohol mouth rinse. It's been several years now, probably 20 years ago, that offices that had a certain kind of mouth rinse in a large pump beside the sink, i.e. Listerine. Dental professionals were using it multiple times a day because they'd grab a sip of coffee before they went in with the patient and were trying to make their breath smell good. And the incidence of oral cancer shot up hugely because the tongue absorbed that alcohol. It burns. So it changes the chemical composition of your mouth, and then it causes cancerous cells. So I'm not going to say if you use it once a day, but what am I going to tell you? It kills the good bacteria that's in your mouth. Oh yeah, it gets rid of that, and I think that's one of the with Scope and Listerine, it talks about how many germs it kills. Yeah, but it's killing your good stuff too. So we don't want to use that. We want to be really careful about the alcohol content, but also about the presence of chloride and chlorides in both of our pastes and our mouth rinses. Things that you need to know. If you are interested in having good bacteria in your mouth, we have oral probiotics that you can use, that you literally at night before you go to bed, after you've got your last drink of water, put in your mouth, and they literally melt into your mouth, and so they add good bacteria there. We're talking about adding probiotics to our gut, but we're not talking about adding probiotics to our mouth. Well, this is where it starts. All of that starts here. So we have that you can do. But then you also want to consider some brands of toothpastes that are going to help you out. So justingredients.us has got one that, in fact, there is one on their site that has sodium chloride, and it's the whitening one. But other than that, all of the other tooth powders work great. Spry is a very good alternative to that. And also Young Living has a brand called Thieves that has all good things and no bad things in it. If you need a referral code, please let me know. I use Young Living every day and have for over 10 years. And so if you need to be able to purchase from that company, then please let me know. I'll send you a referral code. Blessings.